Hi there everybody, this is David, and I wasn't expecting to make a video today. I just put one out yesterday, but this is me rolling out of bed and seeing something that I just have to tell y'all, and it has to do with the Tales series, because Bandai Namco made a little bit of a mistake, and they put up a YouTube premiere for the next Tales of News and the next game that is going to be in the Remaster project, and I definitely do want to tell you all about it, and I do think that's for the sub as you come and you join a party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for the sub and the like. It helps me out more than you know. So before we do get into which game it is, because I have to keep you in a little bit of suspense right here, let's just talk about games that we were thinking that they might be. I was personally thinking that it was going to be something like Tales of the Abyss, because there were some trademark things like that and all that kind of stuff. There was also a rumor about Tales of Xillia, because it did pop up on a Czech website like a year or so ago. But there were some other games kind of in the running of what they might want to remaster. There was Tales of Destiny 1 and 2 over on the PlayStation 1. Were they going to be doing these two? That would have been cool. They really deserve it. But you know, Destiny, I didn't think that they were going to do that. I was hoping that they would do Destiny R on the PlayStation 2, which is another remake of it, and then go ahead and also do Destiny 2, which is the actual Tales of Destiny. Yeah, the Destiny 2 that I just showed you is Tales of Eternia. It's a whole thing. It's a trademark thing. But anyway, that's what I was hoping for. A lot of other people were saying, hey, you know what? What about Tales of Legendia and Tales of the Abyss? What about these two games? Everybody loves Tales of the Abyss, and the anniversary of Legendia is coming up, and believe me, if any Tales game needs some help with a remaster or a remake or whatever, it is Legendia. And then we also had those leaks in regards to Tales of Xillia. The leak always just said that it was going to be Tales of Xillia 1, but wouldn't it be cool if they put in Tales of Xillia 2? That would be cool, but we don't know if they're gonna do that, and we also do know that yes, it is Tales of Xillia. Tales of Xillia is getting the remaster. They went ahead and they leaked this with some sort of premiere that was supposed to debut on August the 18th. That is next Monday. But yeah, they leaked it, they showed a little bit of a trailer, and then they took it down like really fast because they realized what mistakes that they made. So it is going to be Xillia, which to me, I feel like they're kind of like taking the lazy way out. You know what I mean? They've already done Grace's F because it's in HD and it's easy. So now they're going to be doing Xillia because it's in HD and it's easy. And it's just kind of like, why don't you go and you do something that isn't easy? Why don't you go and you do something like the ones trapped in the PlayStation 2 that we didn't get? Things like Tales of Rebirth, which did recently get an English translation by Life Bottle Productions. Like, they could just kind of like buy that English translation. It's been done before with the Ease series. Falcom's done it before, so, you know, why not? Then you have to ask, okay, are we going to be getting Xillia 2 bundled into this? Because, you know, they're kind of, you know, one and the same. The story follows it. It's a direct sequel. So if we don't get it bundled in together, then I feel like, you know, it's kind of a foregone conclusion that the next one that we're going to get after Xillia is going to be Xillia 2, and then that feels kind of anticlimactic. However, Bandai Namco does have a history of bundling some games together, most notably on the PlayStation 3 with Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, where they bundled together Tales of Symphonia as well as Dawn of the New World, and they got rid of that stupid Wiimote controls to make it so much more playable. Then that was on the PS3, but there has been some more recent bundles together, such as the .hack GU that came out that has all 4 .hack GU games all bundled together. So they could do it, and then even more recently than that, Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 were bundled together and came out together. So hopefully they will bundle these two together and sell them together, because this remake project isn't going to last forever, y'all. It's going to end in 2026. At least that's what they've said. However, Bandai Namco is a business, and we know that businesses follow the money. So if the Tales series does sell, and these remasters do sell, then they will continue doing them far beyond 2026. So hopefully this is a bundle. Hopefully it gets people excited about it. So hopefully this remaster project can continue, because they've been talking about the remaster project for quite a long time, but I feel like, okay, they've been talking about it for years and years and years, and we've gotten one game. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten one game, Tales of Graces F. There is no new Tales game on the horizon at all. Arise was the last one, which was quite a long time ago. So hopefully this remaster project will continue on. Hopefully this announcement also includes some information about maybe a new Trails game. That would be cool. So yeah, I personally am excited about this. I liked the Xillia duology. Xillia is cool because you can play as one of two different protagonists. Milia, who's like this magical elemental, Milia Maxwell, if you know anything about the history of the Tales series, you know, Maxwell is this powerful elemental and all this kind of stuff, and she's kind of like the descendant or whatever of that. And then there's also Jude, who's a little doctor. Whenever I played the first time around, I played with Jude, and then I went and I played back with Milia, and I've got to say, I felt like Jude's journey was a little bit more fleshed out, so I do hope that they flesh out Milia's journey a little bit more. Then I know that a lot of people had their issues, their qualms with Xillia 2 because of like the debt system or whatever, but I didn't think it was all that bad. I enjoyed it. It was easy enough for me to, you know, bring up the money and pay off the debts and everything else like that. It takes place in like a really cool world and all this, so I thought that the games were really, really neat. But again, I can't help but just be a little bit disappointed that we aren't getting the games that we never got. This is our chance to get Destiny R, to get Destiny 2, to get Rebirth in English, to even get those DS games, in a sense, Hearts, Tempest, and don't yell at me, but the Vita version. Who had a Vita? I had a Vita, but like not a lot of people had a PlayStation Vita. I specifically bought the PlayStation Vita along with Tales of Hearts because it had Tales of Hearts as Persona 4 Golden, and then it had Ys 4 Memories of Celceta, and I was like, okay, you know, that's 3, I can deal with this. And then Persona 4 Golden as well as Ys 4 got ported. Hearts stayed on the Vita. So hopefully we do get some more, you know, information about all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we do get some better remasters, something that's not just stuck on the PS3. Go back to some other systems. You know what I'm saying? Go back. Do Fantasia, at least. That's the first Tales game. Like, you know, like, honor your Tales legacy. That's what I'm saying right here. Honor your legacy. But now I want to hear from y'all. What do you think of this news? What do you think about Tales of Xillia? What game would you like to see them remaster? And do you think it's going to be in a bundle pack? Let me know in the comments, and as always, have a good day.